Good morning. Good morning. It was so interesting this morning as I was um, actually getting up and thinking, in my wildest dreams, I would have never believed that I would be getting up, doing my morning meditation, coming and um, doing my gratitudes and then going on screen live without, like without getting dressed, for the day, without, I don't know, it's just like in my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have ever believed that I would do that. Even a month ago, I wouldn't have done that. And now here I am doing it every day. And it's like seriously intimidating. um, because not only am I doing this in this private group, I'm doing it like it's on YouTube. And Katie said, like, you're out there in the world if you're on YouTube. And I'm like, in my house coat without like barely even like just washing my face and haven't done my hair, it's like, what am I afraid of? This whole these oils are so amazing. Anyway, if you're watching this for the first time and you haven't gone and watched day one where I explain why I use Northern Lights Black Spruce and Rose Oil, then go do that because it's powerful. And so we're doing this whole, thing on attitude, and attitude truly does affect everything. And what I'm thinking about, attitude is a composite of my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions. And you know who wants to get up and first thing in the morning expose yourself to the world without even getting dressed or hardly washing your face or anything? It's not normal for that to be comfortable. And even at the start of this, I was saying to Katie, like, it's so exposing. It's so, and yet, doing this attitude work over and over and over and over and over and over, it starts to make a big difference. Like there's, and when you really begin to know who you are and be comfortable with who you are, other people's opinions don't really matter that much. And it's not so much about what other people think, it's about what I think. And this is fascinating. This is fascinating to me. So the subtle difference between a positive attitude and a yes attitude. And it is subtle. It is subtle. A yes person isn't somebody with no backbone and no ability to simply stand on their own, just always the yes, 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 yes attitude for everything. It's actually, regardless of the situation, you're finding something good about it. It's like, yes, I got this, I can do this, I'm capable. This has come to me because there's something for me to learn in it. There's something for me to gain. There's something of benefit here for me. And yes, I'm a full-on participator in my life. And then on the next page, so we get really solid in the feeling of like I haven't even used my voice yet this morning, and so like it's all croaky. um, Attitude is hokey. Says attitude is hokey. Really? So one of the reasons so few people study positive attitude is because they read about it and think it's silly. It's not silly, it's hokey. The difference between silly and hokey is silly and hokey is valid. Oh, how interesting. Throughout this book, I'm going to share with you the quotes of other masters of attitude and that have influenced me. If you think they are silly, now would be a good time to give this book to somebody else. But keep tabs on who you give the book to. They'll be the ones who become successful later in life while you're still grumbling. Very interesting. If you read old books on attitude, the two most dominant of which are Think and Grow Rich and How to Win Friends and Influence People, you will find that they are hokey. But hokey also means easy to read, easy to understand. The hard part is application. Really, why would we choose to make it hard? You may think the ideas are hokey to apply. That's the secret. They're only hokey. They're totally simple and totally easy to apply and master with practice. Well, I desire to make it easy and that it's not hard. That's a paradigm, that's a belief that I have changed or am still in the process of changing. Even at the beginning of this, I was feeling like it was going to be really hard. It's really difficult. I was still feeling like totally like exposed. And I remember when I was doing this last time, I felt like, my world was surrounded with peeping toms, like peeking in at me from all over the world. And I didn't know they were there. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who was watching me. And the very morning that I was talking about that, during the mindful mornings, unbeknownst, Ben didn't have any idea what I was doing or talking about. But the window, I was upstairs in my room before where I used to do it before, which is since the retreat been turned into my raindrop room. So I don't have my little personal space in there anymore. And the window didn't close properly. And so for some unbeknown reason, while I was talking about that, he had put a ladder up to the window and started to try and fix the window. And it's like almost like, well, at the back of the house, it's 3 stories. And how experiences come together to create what our predominant thoughts are. And so I had to completely change this idea of a peeping Tom peeping in the window at me, because here I was manifesting an experience and it was dark. It was totally creepy. And I didn't know who was started to, wiggle the window. And he had no idea what I was doing. He certainly had no idea what I was thinking about or talking about. And it was like, whoa, okay. So this is hokey. This is what he said. It's hokey. This stuff is hokey because we don't realize the power of and forces that are working together to align whatever it is that what we're thinking comes into play. Those predominant thoughts that we're giving all this emotion to, our thinking causes feelings. And our feelings are what impresses into the subconscious that put the energy into our body then it goes out from us and comes back to us. And so it's the law of attraction. It's the power of our thoughts. And so do we want to make this hard? Do I want to make this hard? Do you want to make this hard? It's not hard. It's a change of attitude. It's a complete change of attitude, which just means that we have to change our thinking, which then we change our feelings, which then we change our actions. And that's how you can apply and master this. So the benefit of this, how to benefit from this book. This book is divided. I've already benefited. Man, I'm on we're not even really into the book, and it's already had a huge impact on me. So how to profit from this book. This book is divided into 5.5 elements. Each element is designed for a specific purpose. Each element builds on another and creates a total awareness and game plan for you to understand, apply, become proficient at, and finally master and maintain your attitude. Okay, well, this is powerful. It's an understanding and a game plan. All you have to do is read and take action. Well, that's simple. All I have to do is read and take action. I think the part that I have failed at most in the past is gathering. I've been really diligent at gathering the knowledge. And then once I've gathered the knowledge, even in TIR, went through it, read it all, did it the first time. And it's like I gathered a lot of knowledge. And because I had the knowledge, I thought I was implementing. No, barely started. And gathering knowledge is not where the difference is made. It's in the daily application. It's the taking action. It's really getting this whole thing that what I'm thinking is causing me to take the actions that I take. It's the feeling. It's impressing the feeling. Action is a result of my thoughts and my feelings. And my attitude is a composite of my thoughts and my feelings and my action. This is speaking to me on a whole new level. Then he says, realize it took you years to screw up your attitude. Give yourself a few hours to read and discover why and how to fix it forever. Wow. Okay. So it's okay that it takes time. It's okay that I have to do this over and over and over. It's okay that I have to implement this over and over. So I'm going to give myself grace as I go through this. And I hope you can give yourself grace too, and give yourself permission to show up again and again and again, so that you can, how does he say it? To fix it forever. That's a good feeling. So thank you for joining me this morning. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.